too.
Okay, keep cranking. Okay, hold on. Okay, keep cranking.
Okay.
Okay, now hold on. Keep cranking.
So you go boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, too.
Okay.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. Don't stop. We gotta get that tight.
No wonder these guys are in shape.
All right. That's good.
Vessel with a senior passenger is United States Coast Guard unit assistance over.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, hit it. Yep. All right. I'm gonna just let us drift away from that first.
Okay.
The sail's gonna want to kind of take us this way. Run away. All right, we're here. We made it to Perry Creek. We got Dave out there doing a little bit of swimming. All right, welcome to episode 3 of Sailing with Gusto. We got my partner here, Dave. He's, I don't know what he's doing with all that seaweed. Dave, what are you doing with all that seaweed? What's your...
Getting mussels.
Getting mussels.
Your snails.
Okay. So he's getting seafood.
All fresh stuff, bro.
Well, there you go. Hi, it's John. We're down in Perry Creek. We're having a great time. My guest, Dave, he got himself in trouble stepping on all kinds of shells and stuff in mud. But anyway, we have some real interesting people. We have Ben, Pam, and Amy, and the dog, Joey. And they're really interesting. They have a great boat right here. Yeah. What kind of boat is that, Ben?
This is a Hans Christian 38. She's actually 48 feet overall. When we bought her, we thought she was 38 feet, and then the yard said, "Oh, we're charging you for 48," and we're like, "Well, she's a 38," and they said, "No, we measured it." And so, because of the stern pulpit right back here, that's 2 feet, and then that bow sprit in the front is another 8 feet.
Oh, so this is a Hans Christian with full keel?
48 feet. It's a modified keel, so it looks like a full keel coming back,
It's
and
a
then it
lobster
decides
catcher.
to stick up and go back
There you
to
go.
a
And it-
skeg
thing.
that holds the rudder on,
They get
and it's a perfect lobster catcher.
Yeah.
Perfect lobster catcher.
Lobster
You
line
mean
catcher.
really? So
Yep.
because it catches on my rudder once in a while.
Yep. and
It's
this one will-
awful.
You have a full keel?
No, I just but it catches between the rudder and the hull.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have,
Yeah.
It goes up, and then it comes down to the skeg, and so it just runs right up, catches in your propeller, and eats it up.
Yeah.
Do you have a blade on your propeller?
No, we don't have a cutter. We couldn't
I got one.
We thought about it, but we're like, I don't want to do that to lobstermen. Like, just like chop up their line and then they lose their.
No, but they normally have two. They normally have a buoy on each side.
Yeah, they
Some
do.
Some don't.
So what we did instead is we put we put a little eye bolt on the keel. That comes back to here.
Oh yeah.
And then an eye bolt on the skeg, and then ran a line.
I heard of people. I heard someone say that, but I never heard of anyone doing it. And it works, huh?
It helps.
Helps.
90.
No, but you just try to stay away from them like I do.
Yeah.
Oh, my
You
goodness,
just
yeah,
watch.
Right.
It's always stressful.
No, but that's a boat that people love those. That's like offshore, the Hans Christian. That
She's been offshore. She's seen a lot of wind.
wow, ain't that something?
Yeah. So with this, like we've been to Bahamas, Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic,
And then back again,
and back. So
That's a good resume. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And
So
after we got our
and she's
butts
taken
kicked,
very good care of us.
We're like, we are coastal cruisers now. But now we're like, it's like birth. The
How'd you get your butt?
over.
How'd you get your butt kicked?
We had 55 knot winds
Sustained.
sustained. Well, 30 to 55 knot winds sustained for 11 days. And we were just in the wrong place at the wrong time because we were not weather routed first. And then when the storm hit, we were in it for 11 days.
Wow.
This baby routed out better than we did.
Yeah. We were,
So here we are.
little crying babies. I was.
No, but you reaped the sail, I imagine.
Yeah. We were running on just the staysail right there.
Okay.
Tiny little staysail alone for most of that.
Oh
time.
yeah. Look
And
at
like
that.
we were getting into like 30-foot waves.
No way.
And so you have to just mention Chris Parker's our hero because then we took a sat phone and I got him an email and he weather routed us the rest of the way. Just knowing that he was out there and he was so spot on with was the best weather routing. He would just give you some paragraph and goes, okay, today for 12 hours you're going to be in these cross waves and it's going to be really uncomfortable. And I would never read for the next day or the next 12 hours because I didn't want to know, is it going to get worse or better? I'm just living in the moment.
Yeah.
So sleep was something that was really hard.
We didn't
Yeah,
sleep.
but we were like, it was just Pam and I, so we were just doing 2-hour shifts.
And then our Cape Horn kept popping up, so you had to steer, and our
steer.
engine didn't work.
Yeah, it was pretty much hand steering. Our engine wasn't
We
working.
ripped our main.
Yeah.
We got water in the diesel. We got breached on. I was sailing like this with my foot through because I was just too tired.
Crashing waves. Yeah, and at night that didn't stop when the sun went down either, huh?
All right.
Oh no.
Wow, that's unreal.
No, it's 24/7 for 10,
24/7.
11 days,
Yep.
and it was.
Yep.
It
And
was.
they were like, oh, we're a coastal cruiser.
It felt like dying.
Well, when we got
Really?
to the Virgin Islands, all the sailors said, you've leveled up. And so here we go, and keep sailing. We're like, no, we're selling this boat.
We were ready.
And that was 10 years ago. And then they said, just calm, take a breath, enjoy where you are. And they couldn't believe we made it through that storm because it was.
Wow,
2 weeks,
wow.
you know.
Well, that's unreal.
So we made it. So we did a lot of stupid things. So if we talked to your listeners, we would say, make sure you get a weather router or predict wind and know what your weather is. But we didn't have those back then. Except Chris Parker, we did. And don't
Did you have your
know-
dog on board when that happened?
No, but and this is the saddest part of the story. We had a cat, our beautiful cat Lila, who was the perfect boat cat.
Sailing
She
cat.
was totally used to sailing and lived on the boat. And one morning after my shift, I couldn't find her. She'd usually be sleeping up underneath the Dodger. And you came up, and I'm like, I can't find Lila. And we looked everywhere, and she was just gone.
Oh, really? Probably got washed off or something.
She did.
Wow.
Yeah, so she
We were really sad. We
lost
felt
her.
like bad pet owners.
Wow.
Yeah,
But we were lucky she didn't have a life jacket on because she would have gone floating
Yeah.
for a long time. For a long
Yeah,
for
just
like-
something, huh?
We think that a dolphin came, picked her up, and brought her to shore. So I'm
that's our
sticking with
fantasy.
sticking with that story. I love that story.
Yeah.
And so, Amy, how do you like it? How do you like being out here?
Oh, this is fantastic. It's Ben and Pam are the best hosts, and they're so much fun. And I love having a dog to sail with. And my sailing experience is on Lake Superior, and it's just really different here. It's the same and different in a lot of different ways. So
Wow.
It's just a lovely time. Today's our first day out, so we have a lot more fun to go.
Great.
So she's gonna go sailing in our little sailing dinghy, and we're gonna take the dog to shore.
Wow, great.
So
Thanks for the interview.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
This is John with the wildly popular sailing channel, Sailing with Gusto. This man has lobster right here. This is David. David, can you show us what a lobster look like? Oh, they're still alive?
You know who I just met?
Who?
Billy Bush. An extra. Remember he was the guy with Trump that time?
Oh,
whoa.
all right, here on North Haven Island, we're gonna get some lobsters. Guy's mooring his boat, and then he's gonna come back. We're gonna buy some lobsters, cook them up on the boat.
Make your shot. Gee,
Wow,
right here on the water, huh?
very nautical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes it's in the water.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got
Look, look on the joint and you can see where the high tide mark was.
God, how many years have you had this?
Over on the left there, see that? See the machine right there, the white lines on it, about a foot over the floor.
Really? Wow. How many years have you had this shop?
look at that vertebrae.
Well, my family's had it since 1900.
Really? What's that, a whale? Vertebrae?
That's, yeah, minke whale. You're not supposed to have that. There's 11 pounds there. 10 lobsters only weigh 11 pounds. That's what it says.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What's your name?
My name's Foy, F-O-Y.
I'm David. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I'm John. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Good morning. We're on the way back to Rockland from Perry Creek. Got a little wind. We're gonna sail out through Fox Run Thoroughfare. Yep. North Haven over there. Arr! We're on our way back. On our way back to Rockland. We got Dave cooking mussels that he picked from Vinyl Haven. He's cooking them down below as we're en route. Dave, how's it going with those mussels?
Going beautiful, buddy. Beautiful. Mussels and some snail. And a taco.
Boy, yummy. But as there's a red tide warning, but I'm going to let him try it. I'm going to wait a half hour. If there's any left, I'll try one. But maybe 40 minutes. I'll wait 40 minutes. But Dave's a tough guy. He can handle it. Beautiful out here. Just a little bit of wind. Actually, not bad. Actually, the wind's picked up a little bit. Hello, and thank you for watching episode 3 of Sailing with Gusto. I'm John Gagne. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know on future episodes. I'll try to answer your questions. All right, let's just jump right into the news. New York City Mayor Eric Adams cries and complains about two busloads of illegal immigrants coming in there. Meanwhile, Texas and other border towns are flooded with millions of illegals. I think the illegals ought to stay on the other side of the border. I think if they want to come in this country, they ought to come in legally, but it's just chaos now. I think they ought to send New York City more buses. Just keep sending them. It's crazy. Some good news here. Florida will bar medical coverage for gender reassignment surgeries, hormones, hormone antagonists, puberty blockers, and procedures that would change primary or secondary sex characteristics. I think they ought to ban it everywhere. And by the way, gender affirming care, it's not a medical term. It's just propaganda, pure and simple. I believe the media should not be using left-wing talking points. Let's get into the Inflation Reduction Act. It's awful. This is what Wikipedia says about it: reducing the deficit, lowering prescription drug prices, investing in domestic energy while promoting clean energy. This bill is sponsored by, no surprise, Senators Chuck Schumer and Joe Manchin. This bill was the result of negotiations on the proposal Build Back Better Act, which was awful. Should be Build Back Broke. The bill is $740 billion. This bill does the opposite of what it says it's going to do. It's going to hurt your wallet. It's going to hurt the food supply. And they have to hire 87,000 more IRS agents to enforce this. They're actually going to pay farmers not to farm. They want to restore the soil. They want to plant cover crops that don't produce any food. They're going to tell you what you can and cannot use for fertilizer. This is just awful. This is like what's happening in Europe, where farmers are going out of business and they're on the streets protesting. This could lead to a worldwide food crisis. Mark it down. This is just disastrous. Remember, whenever communists take over, one of the first things they do is they kill the people that disagree with them. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Talk about Congresswoman Liz Cheney. She's a Republican. She's a vocal Trump critic. She is one of the 10 House members who voted to impeach Donald Trump of the January 6th Capitol riot. And it would seem her most important life goal is to make sure Donald Trump never enters the Oval Office again. And it's no surprise now she claims that Republicans endanger lives by attacking integrity of FBI agents involved in the recent Mar-a-Lago raid. And I believe there's a lot of problems with that. Why did they go into Melania's clothes closet? Why did they keep the warrant 10 feet away from her? There's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to cover because I don't know everything. But I think more stuff is going to come out as time goes by. We can discuss that. I think this Liz Cheney, she should make a better Democrat. Oh yeah, by the way, Liz, good luck winning the Wyoming primary. All right, people. You know what? Our hope is not in politics. If we get a better leader in the United States, that's not our hope. Our hope should be in the Lord Jesus Christ and his salvation, because even if we get a great president, even if the economy is restored, we're still going to die. We're still going to face the Lord. Have a good week. Work hard. Read your Bible. And let's see you next episode. Thank you.